Death, masked as Santa Claus, strolling. Angry voices off stage. Death, I've got him now. Enter Santa Claus, masked as Death, running. Hello there, what's your hurry? Santa Claus, help, quick, for mercy's sake, they're after me. Death, after you? After me, yes, they're coming. Who's coming? Everybody. Why? It's the accident. Accident? To the miners in the mine. Miners? Wheel miners. Are you crazy? I don't know. Will you tell me something? Tell you what? Does a wheel mine exist or doesn't it? A wheel mine? Yes. Don't be ridiculous. You mean it doesn't exist? Exist? Of course not. In other words, a wheel mine is non-existent, isn't it? Perfectly. Oh, then tell me, how can it maim? How can it mutilate? How can it turn mere people into monsters? Answer me, how? My friend, you've forgotten something. Namely that people, like wheel mines, don't exist. Two negatives, you know, make an affirmative. Now, if I may be allowed to analyze, do you want to die? I die? Ha, 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 ha. How could death die? Death? Didn't you know? I'm going mad. You tell me, whatever you are, death or the devil, tell me, how can I prove I'm not to blame for the damage caused by an accident which never happened to people who are non-existent? You can't. My God, but what am I going to do then? Do? Why, my dear fellow, it looks to me as if you'd have to prove you don't exist yourself. But that's absurd and tragic, yet a fact. So make it snappy, Mr. Santa Claus. Exit. From the opposite direction, enter mob, furious. A little girl follows. Voices. There he is, grab him. Listen, Mr. Science, you're going to hang for this. Santa Claus. What do you mean? You know what we mean. Why, who do you think I am? Think? We don't think, we know. You're Science. Science? Science, the crook who sold us stock in a wheel mine. Science, the beast who buries men alive. Santa Claus. Stop. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all a mistake. I am not Science. Wheel mines don't exist. And as for burying people alive, that's nonsense. Voices. We say you're Science. Down with Science. Santa Claus. Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, if you all have been deceived by some impostor, so have I. If you all have been tricked and ruined, so have I. And so has every man and woman, I say. I say it and you feel it in your hearts. We are all of us no longer glad and whole. We have all of us sold our spirits into death. We are all of us the sick parts of a sick thing. We have all of us lost our living honesty, and so we are all of us not anymore ourselves. Who can tell truth from falsehood anymore? I say it and you feel it in your hearts. No man or woman on this big, small earth. How should our sages miss the mark of life and our most skillful players lose the game? Your hearts will tell you as my heart has told me, because all know, and no one understands. Oh, we are all so very full of knowing that we are empty of understanding. But by that emptiness I swear to you, and if I lie, ladies and gentlemen, hang me a little higher than the sky. All men and every woman may be wrong, but nobody who lives can fool a child. Now I'll abide by the verdict of that little girl over there with the yellow hair and the blue eyes. I'll simply ask her who I am, and whoever she says I am, I am. Is that fair enough? Voices. Okay, sure, why not? Fine, a swell idea. The kid will tell him who he is, all right. Everybody knows. Santa Claus. Silence. To child. Don't be afraid. Who am I? Child. You are Santa Claus. Voices. Santa Claus? Ha, 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 ha. There ain't no Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Then, ladies and gentlemen, I don't exist. And since I don't exist, I am not guilty. And since I am not guilty, I am innocent. Goodbye. And next time, look before you leap.